for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Blue Devils will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Connecticut's offense will go on the attack first. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. This offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Works the middle of the field. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it because he really didn't have a choice because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Can't get him to the ground. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game. Run the football. Great gain. Great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
Out routes are very much about timing. It's got to be a quick, decisive movement from the quarterback. As soon as he sticks that foot in the ground, you know he's breaking out. Throw it right now so he can go make you a play. Great pitch, great catch.
Off play action. Catch in the middle. It's Woodhead. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play-action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things. It makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time because the big fella, he's always open.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, UConn! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Well, I know a big question coming into this one was how locked in was this offense going to be early? We've seen offenses throughout the season struggle with rhythm and execution early in games. Not a problem for this offense here in this game, in this environment. All 11 guys locked in. Great job running, throwing, execution was beautiful, and they're able to cap off the opening drive of the game with a nice run to get on the board for a touchdown.
So Duke's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for a crease. It's Key. He has the 1st and still on his feet. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The inside handoff. Turning it on. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Give to the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UConn going back to work on offense. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. He'll start this drive going to the air. Trying to escape and get it himself.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Richardson. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. UConn will have to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Makes a move. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. From the gun, the running back has it. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it may...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Blue Devils. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
The UConn offense goes back to work. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal 10-7. They'll start this drive with a pass. They're setting up the screen. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And, Jesse, they didn't pick up any yardage there, but they're trying to stretch this defense across the field.
Yeah, you want to try to get the defense to go east and west, Reese. It's a nice job on offense trying to scheme up a way to do that. Give the defense credit, too. They rallied to it, got that running back on the ground.
And, boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. UConn will have to punt it away. He's got it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Running back searching for a hole. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Blue Devils racing to the line in the hurry-up.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
To the ground, he's got it again. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Yeah, and a great job by the offensive line, seeing the blitz, picking it up, and then it's on the running back. Running back finds the hole, gets a little bit of a crease, makes a nice run out of it.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Unloads it left. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
Got his man. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. It would have been a 54-yarder if they'd tried the field goal. Instead, they'll try to convert on 4th and short. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
The give to the back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Blue Devils can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I'll tell you, this running back, he's running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
And the Blue Devils pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Quarterback on the keeper. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Grabbed in the middle, it's Morris. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
The give to the tailback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but 3rd down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggled to try to find a play to get someone open.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out
there. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Just keeps moving. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. UConn going back to work on offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. A little screen to the running back. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on 1st down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. And the Huskies are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll run the sneak for it. UConn comes to the line after getting another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got a man, it's Richardson. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
When you run the football and then throw in the play action, it's such a tricky thing for the defense. Do I play run? Do I come up fast? It opens those holes right behind the linebackers and between the safeties to make the passing game just a little bit easier.
He's got an open man. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Gossett. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. The give on the inside. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. UConn will have to punt it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Grab near the sticks. It's not. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Finds the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
The Blue Devils come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw again. Caught over the middle. It's Morris. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And the Blue Devils with a second and short to keep this drive moving. On the move, it's Key. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. It'll be a run on third and short. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Durham. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Brooks Field inside Wallace Wade Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. UConn has it teed up to start this second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
The Blue Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run play action. Oh, they're after him. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
That is the exact energy they talked about at halftime. Like, coming out with right now for this defense. You're trailing, but it's a close game. It's a one-possession game. Come out and set the tone. That's exactly what they did, forcing the punt on the first drive.
He was hoping for a little more running room, and they're able to get him down at the 45. The UConn offense goes back to work. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Wants to go up top. Slips a strong pass rush. Gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
One thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. UConn will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Slips through the line. Touchdown, Duke! The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. UConn going back to work on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
The Huskies can really attack on this second and short. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He breaks a tackle. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This UConn offense really has it going. looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Richardson. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete to the right. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. This offense is so deep in the hole, it looks like the end zone's at the end of the earth. Makes the quick grab. Breaks into the open. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Blue Devils! No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
I like you're backed up towards the end zone and you go aggressive and spin the football, try to make the big play, and do they ever. 90-plus yards to the house. Who needs space? I'll take 6.
Here comes the 2-point try. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, looking for a man. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it out. It's Waddle. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The UConn offense goes back to work. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Richardson.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. He lobs one high down the left side. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. And the Huskies getting set on 1st and 10.
42 Spider. 42 Spider. Go.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Got the back over the middle. Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
The Huskies come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, Phyllis. USC looks like a legit title contender right now. That offense is just having its way. They're up by 28 over Iowa. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? On the run, it's Anger. Got the 1st down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Let's see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. They'll give it to him again. There he goes. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. That's the end of the period, and Duke has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Morris. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Duke! And the stomping has commenced. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Salt enter wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UConn going back to work on offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
And oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan. Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Fires to the tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. And the Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to test the right side with this one. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. The screen, and watch out. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. They give you 4 downs for a reason, and this offense decides to use every one of them.
Hey, if I had a back like that and I had this offensive line, man, I would do it too. I wouldn't even think twice about it. Roll the dice, give your guys an opportunity to go make a play, and they do.
Makes the grab. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Woodhead. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
The Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Number 19 with the catch in the end zone.
And the extra point was good. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Gets the back moving. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Grabbed over the middle. It's not. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
And the Blue Devils can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wide receiver comes in motion. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Grabbed behind the line. It's Morris. Spins away from the defense. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
The defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. They go to the ground. They get him down. Tough run. Picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. Halfway there on first down. It's 2nd and 5. Looking for a gap. It's Anger. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Snagged in the middle. It's Morris. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Blue Devils, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. The give to the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small game, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
He'll pull it on the read. Touchdown, Blue Devils! And the punishment has been extended. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
The UConn offense goes back to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Complete to the right. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And the Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here's the handoff. Still on his feet at the 45. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
That's a first down for the offense.
Looking downfield on first down. Rush is on him. Going to try to get it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Here comes the heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. UConn quick to the line. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Deep shot for the end zone. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
Pass interference. Defense.
So the pass interference in the end zone will give them a free 15. Remember the difference in this rule and the pros. Ball is not placed at the 1-yard line in this situation. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to set up the screen. Touchdown, Huskies! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And how about the OC slipping in the screen pass? Try to mix it up, slow down that pass rush, let it come up the field a little bit, get it to your running back, let him do the rest. Nice blocking, nice play call to throw in the screen to change it up a little bit and get the big touchdown.
They'll go to the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Gossett. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for two does not work out. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes him